Screen recording. Austin's Games folder. 7 apps.
Hey guys, Austin
Austin's
here.
Games. Heading.
And today we're finally going to start a new series. I know I said that a while back, back when I was doing the main story of Audio Wizards, is that we would do this when I hit 100 subscribers. Well,
Audio Wizards.
I decided against it.
BitLife. Grafton. Alter Ego. Celtic. Fear. 6 Ages.
That's right.
Actions available.
Those of you who probably saw this on Twitter knew that this was coming. 6 Ages. Now, as we get into the game,
Landscape. 6 Ages. Play button.
you may have the question, what is 6 Ages? Well, 6 Ages is a civilization type game. It's a strategy based game by the developer A Sharp. Now, what's funny is the official 6 Ages Twitter account actually saw the tweet that I made that I was going to be starting to be doing this, and they promoted me. They liked the tweet, in other words. And if you guys are very interested to see this, please be sure to leave a like and comment down below if those of you who have played this and are experts on this. Because I'd have to say I'm okay at it, but I will definitely need your help on things to do. So please let me know down in the comment sections below. Hints are okay, no spoilers though, because I'm probably like 5 or 6 years in on one playthrough. But
Controls. A sharp but control play button.
let's go into play.
Night Shield. Resume. During the turn. New game button.
So
Resume. Night Shield. Torvisha 6. Late Dark Season. Last played. Today. Actions
we
available.
started this
Ride like the wind.
the Night Shield clan is the one I've been playing on.
Resume. During the new game button.
So why don't we start
Actions
a new game?
available. Your story begins not long after the gods made people. The Golden Age was a time of harmony ruled by the sun god Yelm and his appointees. Your clan traces its ancestry back to those times. Which of the gods did they favor?
Okay, so these first few bits are creating the backstory of your clan, and that's probably going to be what this episode is going to be focused on, mainly because it's like 10:40 something p.m. at night at the time of this recording. So let's begin.
Emperor Yelm, shining above the Golden Empire button. Naalda, the Great Earth Mother, whose bounty made sure no one was ever hungry button. Description: an unwalled city is surrounded by lush fields, cultivated
Oh, I
with
forgot
several
the
different
descriptions.
crops. A steep ziggurat is in the center, topped by a sun disk. It's easily 60 feet high and painted brilliant yellow, with a flight of stairs leading to the top. People dressed in colorful robes and tunics go about their business at its base, passing through alleys between low, rectangular buildings with courtyards in the center. The sky is golden and clear, and there are rolling hills in the background. The style is simple and blocky, reminiscent of wood block prints.
Oh, hold on a second. I totally forgot to do something before we got started. Don't worry, this won't take too long. Let's see.
Speaking rate. Words.
Let's access the rotor here.
Volume. Language. Contain. Headings. Hints. Hints enabled.
If you guys want to know why I enabled hints, one of the things I forgot to mention is that this game actually makes use of voiceover hints, so we will be taking advantage of that for the duration of this playthrough.
Emperor Naalda, the Great Earth Mother, whose bounty made sure
We're
no one
going
was
to
ever
choose
hungry.
Naalda. If I'm pronouncing these right, let me know. I'm just going by what Alex says. So we're going to go with Naalda here.
We built a shrine to the earth. Later, we made sure to have one whenever we moved.
Okay.
Proceed button.
And the only thing we can do here is proceed, so let's do it.
The Golden Age ended when the storm god Umath forced his way into the world through a flaw in the sky dome. Constantly moving and violent, he rebelled against Yelm. Yelm's celestial sons responded, sending Umath crashing to his death in the far north. Other gods fought as well. As instability spread, humans became more dependent for survival on the gods. In turn, humans helped the gods. Which famous event of the gods did your ancestors support?
Now we have more events that we can take place in.
The milk gift of Buznari, the cow mother, button. The battle of Akashar, when Shining Elmo saw through the stratagems of the Changer, button. 17 Banner Camp, when wise Rillander advised Corlavos how to ally the Bird Riders, button. When Buzeryan engraved the first ledger tracking the planets in motion, button. When Erisa first sang the bone-mending ballad for Kesker Brang, button. The grain contest of Urkonus, where the barley goddess Pella prevailed over Millet and Bezel, button. The brass bazaar, where Akarna acted as broker between Nida Mountain and Ginerti's garden, but when the Warismer joined us as citizens, button. Description, when view
So
17,
the event,
the milk gift, the battle of Akashar, when Shining Elmo saw through.
I'm gonna choose the second one, the Battle of Akashar, so let's go.
Ever since, men and women of our clan have been steadfast in battle.
Yes, this sets up some of the things that your clan are good at, essentially. Excel at, one could say. And, in fact, I did just say that, so...
Proceed, button.
There we go.
Umath's son Arland led a conspiracy of rebel gods against Emperor Yelm. Armed with the new power of death, he slew Yelm, sending his light to the underworld. When the sun fell from the sky, the empire fell apart. Smaller suns lit the world in Yelm's place. Darkness and sea gods became a threat, but the storm god Orland and his violent allies dominated. What was the worst danger your ancestors faced at this time?
There are two or three things that you can choose from, and let's see what they are.
Trolls fled the underworld to the surface darkness. Always hungry, they tried to devour the herds. Button. A great flood drowned the empire. We helped Anaxiel the sailor build a great ship to save civilization. Button. The War of Many Suns, when pretenders to the Solar Throne fought to assert control over our golden city, Nivora. Button. The Ram people marched on the empire, razing the city of Ilimpur. We helped the emperor avenge it. When the city of Chimes wanted to surrender to the Scorpion Queen, we gave them heart. Button. Our worst danger came later. Button. Description. When trolls fled the underworld to the...
Okay, so, on the Night Shield clan, my other save file, which you saw, I chose, this
one. The Great
one.
Flood drowned the empire.
The Great
Trolls
Flood
fled
drowned the empire. So, in this one, we're gonna say trolls fled the underworld to the surface.
The trolls came back again and again, but our ancestors learned magic so we could defend against them. Proceed.
Let's
button.
proceed.
Many more gods died as the gods' war worsened. Hyeler of Nivora found the crippled spirit who had once been the winged, fanged hippogriff. He saved her from death, and made an alliance. Hyeler gave her a new name, Gunmarie, and she allowed him to ride. Hyeler returned to your ancestors with this secret. They became the first riders.
Ooh, nice. We became the first riders, so that's going to be, very handy.
Proceed, button.
Let's proceed.
Storm and Cold continue their conquests. Orland's barbaric worshippers sacked Ilimpur, the Darulhapan Empire's southernmost city. A great sheet of ice crushed the city of Virpur, despite its volcano gods. It ground relentlessly south. The Emperor began building an immense dome to hide under. Rather than cower inside, the citizens of Nivora chose to move away from the glacier. Your ancestors had trained horses to ride. Others drove chariots. Everyone had to leave many of their gods behind. Which god did you bring?
Let's see.
Buzeryan, god of writing, button. Teepkos, god of smiths, button. Narva, goddess of brewing, button. Parandito, god of glassmaking, but Nosheli, goddess of the red dye insect, but description, no Teepkos, god of smiths, button.
So we're gonna go with the second option here.
Afterwards, our clan became renowned for bronze working.
Okay, so that helped us with bronze working and whatnot.
Proceed.
Let's proceed.
The citizens of Nivora loaded their possessions and headed in the 4 directions. Your ancestors headed south. They had to fight plant folk, stone folk, ram people, and trolls. They prevailed and prospered until there was not enough room for all of them. They divided into 4 groups. 1 remained, the others went west, south, and east. Which group was your ancestors? The most warlike, button. The best herders, but the wealthiest, button. The best magicians, but the most dissatisfied. Description: a group of people are packing up the best magicians, button.
You know, I've never gone with this one. I think they would be probably the most,
People were happy
more
to have
magic.
our ancestors officiate at sacrifices. Proceed, button. Your ancestors crossed the mountains to the south. Who did they find on the other side? Farmers, button. Goat herders, button. Hunters and gatherers, button. Description: hunters and gatherers, button.
So I should explain that this does not matter. I don't think it matters what you choose. So just because
Goat hunters and gatherers, button.
just because I feel like it, I am going to select hunters and gatherers.
Once, our ancestors might have taken outsiders as slaves. But those days were past. How did you treat the hunters and gatherers? We chased them away, button.
We didn't do that.
We took them in as half-citizens, button. We took them in as citizens, button. Description: we took them.
You know what? We took them in as citizens.
The hunters and gatherers shared secrets of Dostal the hunter with the clan. Your ancestors prospered, dividing into new clans several times. The charioteers also grew and moved into your valley. They said the ice was on the move, and made war on you.
I don't know why they did that, but they apparently don't like us, so.
Proceed, button. Finally you took what you could and again headed south, over the mountains to a wide valley. Your scouts reported that the best pastures were already taken, but found land along the right bank of an untamed river. Life here would start out easier than last time, button.
Okay, so this is essentially choosing the difficulty. It's going to get a bit more difficult as the game progresses. But I think we're going to go with easier than last time. Here are all the options.
Finally, easier than last time, button. About the same as our last migration, button.
So that would be normal.
Harder, since we had fewer resources and fewer friends, button. Much harsher, almost as if the entire world opposed us, button.
So essentially
About
you
easy.
have
Finally you took easier than last time,
easy,
button. About the same as our
normal,
last. Harder,
hard,
since we had much harsher,
and very
almost
hard.
as if the entire hard. About this easier than last time, button.
So we're going to do easier than last time, and this is how the journey started out.
You took advantage of a mild storm season to petition the gods for blessings and build a shrine to help feed the clan. You will need to grow your magical knowledge and shrines to produce enough food. Proceed, button. The 7 families joined in the ritual to claim their new home. Clan name: Blue Arrow. Text field. Double
Okay,
tap to edit.
so I would normally... Actually, I didn't do this with the Night Shield. I just kept that as the default name. I actually like the name Blue Arrow, so this is the creation
Restores.
of the Blue Arrow.
Selected. Unlimited. Button.
By the way, can someone in the comments down below please let me know what the restores do? I have no idea how to use them or what they do, so there you go. I'm going to keep it at
One,
unlimited.
But none. But start. Button.
And we are going to start.
Sacred time, High Arnon 25. In the 25th year of his chieftainship, High Arnon led the entire Blue Arrow clan south over the mountains. Many said this would be our last migration, with the ice growing to the north and barbarians to the south. We settled near the untamed Black Eel River, finding new pastures among clans that had moved to the valley earlier. Some were friendly, others less so. It was time to rebuild our relations to our gods and neighbors, before we ran out of the food, wealth, and magic we had stockpiled for the migration. We also needed to finish preparing our farmland and homes. We are known for being the last clan to arrive in the valley.
Okay, so this is a sacred time. You have, I think, close to 7 or 8 points of clan magic that you can put into different things, and that will essentially help out your venture through the year. So we're going to do...
Fields 1, button.
We're going to put 1 into
Selected.
fields.
Fields 2, button. Pastures 1, button.
1 into
Selected.
pastures.
Wilds 1, button.
1
Selected.
into wilds.
Crafts 1, button.
One into
Selected.
crafts.
Crafts 2. Harmony 1, button.
1 into
Selected.
harmony.
Harmony. Health 1, button.
1 into
Selected.
health.
Health 2. Exploring 1, button.
1 to
Selected.
exploring.
Explore Ritual 1, button.
1
Selected.
into
Ritual
and 1 into ritual.
Diplomacy 2, button. Diplomacy 1, button.
1 into
Selected.
diplomacy.
Diplomacy 3, but War 1, button.
And 1 into
Selected.
war.
War Saga, button. Advice, button. Proceed, button.
And proceed.
Blue Arrow Clan.
This is the clan screen. Here you can do something like start a venture. Let's take a look at the clan screen, see what this is all about.
330 commoners.
We got 330 commoners,
284 children.
284 children,
10 warriors.
10 warriors, that will change over time,
31 nobles.
31 nobles.
Total population, 655.
There are 655 people in the clan, so that's cool.
The clan mood is reserved.
The clan mood is reserved. Now, one thing you don't want there are a few things you don't want to do. Waste all your resources and let your clan mood go to worried for too long.
Reorganize, button.
We could reorganize.
Venture, button.
However, there is no need to, and it will normally below like say venture, for example,
There is no venture in progress.
it says there is no venture in progress, so we can
Venture
actually
button.
start one.
Venture. Ventures. Heading. Ceremony.
So
Perform ceremonies to increase clan magic and help with another world ritual.
let me explain what ventures are. Actually, let me go to the
Enter.
help screen.
For guard, herd, hunting, recruit, scout, search, trade, trap, worship, choose, prepare, star, advice, help, button.
Let's do help. This will
Help.
explain
Venture dialogue.
This will explain what a venture is.
Every year, you can choose an activity to have the entire clan perform. Ventures typically take a while to complete, since many clan members participate, and since they are often something people perform after their normal activities. Over time, you may become able to coordinate another venture. New ventures may become available depending on circumstances. The best leader depends on the venture. The game picks the one with the best set of skills for the task. Show manual, but close button. Close.
Okay, so normally I only have one venture per year because I'm not always on this clan screen.
Close. Mock. Recruit clan member. Hunting. Herding. Guard. Forage.
What is
Fletcher,
the
finish
first
house,
one they
feast,
have?
make feast. Selected. Expand fields.
So
Prepare new fields to be sown.
Okay, so the first one they have is expand fields. Now this is, I believe that you should start with this one. So I think we are going to start.
Guard the herding, hunting, recruit, scour, search for spirit, trade, trap for worship, AI button.
Aminia is the leader.
Choose leader. Prepare new fields to
The
be sown.
procedurally generated leader.
Start.
So
button.
let's start this venture.
Amin AI led the clan in the hard work of digging drainage channels and ripping out stands of Gagart's thorns. Then it was a much easier task to consecrate the newly cleared fields to Pella and Nilda.
Okay.
Amin AI close button. Urchites, 24 of them in all, appear on your clan border, bringing with them a herd of unfamiliar-looking goats. The goat folk beg to be adopted into your clan. These roving goat herds typically dwell on the other side of the Imthar Mountains. Life in the foothills has grown too difficult, the Urjeshite elder says. Sackers prey upon our herds. Frost demons steal our children in the night. We performed a divination to our god, Cider Goat Father. He bid us to come south and seek refuge among your people, who honor his wife Mother Goat. Adopt us, and you will gain keen-eyed herders. We bring a flock with us, to establish our worth.
Okay, so this is something that I have never had happen. Every couple of moves, an event like this will happen, but this is not something I've had happen right away. I've had similar events happen maybe a couple years in, but not right away like this. But me personally, I think
Agree button.
we should agree to adopt them.
We set about teaching them our ways. They added their goats to our flock. Though wary of the newcomers, the people did not scorn them. Done button.
And then
Advice, changes. Population plus 24 herds plus 20. Description, a party change advice
so
done
we
button.
gained 24. We got plus 24 population and plus 20 herds
We set it
out
done
of that.
button.
So that's
Done.
that's
Dimmed.
all around
Blue Arrow Clan.
a good idea. So let's go into the menu
Menu button.
on the bottom right of the screen.
Menu dimmed. Clan button. Houses unfinished.
We'll have to worry about that a bit later.
Relations button. Magic button.
Magic. This relations.
Relations button.
This is where you can improve your relations with other clans. I highly recommend you take advantage of this as soon as you can.
Magic button.
Magic, this is where you can perform sacrifices, and in fact, I'm going to show you how this is done. I'm going to do what the
Filter,
tutorial
gods, adjustable.
normally has
Swipe
me do.
upward at Buznari, Dostal, Ikarna, Elmal, Irissa, Gumari, selected, Inilla, selected, Hyeler, Naald, Asura, Pella, selected, Pella, Roland, Uriar, Zarlan, Pella, Barley Mother, and Goddess of the Land.
So doing this will give us more food, so
Bless Barley, improve, learn mysteries before building a shrine. Build, button, sacrifice, button. Sacrifice a Pella, heading, Bless Barley, dimmed, improves crop yield.
so we can't use that one.
Selected, mysteries, button.
Mysteries. This will teach us new things we can do.
Learn new blessings.
New
Goods,
blessings.
0, adjustable.
Now the
Swipe up or
the
down with one
maximum
finger to
you
adjust the
want to
value.
sacrifice is 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Maximum, 35.
Do not waste all of your goods on one sacrifice. I did that when I was first starting, and and the clan would disband within 3 years of me doing that.
Herds, 0, adjust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Added 5 and
Maximum, 35. Sacrifice, Pella revealed the workings of her Bless Barley.
okay, now there we go.
Kandan, button, close button.
That's how that works.
Your patrollers have been talking with those of your neighbors, the Flintheart clan. Like you, the Flinthearts are Hyelrings, who ride horses, herd cattle and goats, and descend from the people who kept their freedom by fleeing the destruction of the Golden City. Until recently, the Flinthearts have shown little interest in you, as either friend or foe. But gradually they have grown more open toward you. An approach to them might bear good fruit. Give them cows, button. Throw a feast in their honor, button.
You know what? Let's throw a feast in their honor. This should improve our
At first you'll hear
relationship
some of
with
the
them.
guests complain that they would sooner have had a gift of cows. But after the drinking of much strong fermented horse milk, you sing together long into the night. Done. Advice. Changes. Like +1 herds -5.
Okay, so we have one clan that likes us now.
Done. Button. Done. Dimmed. Filter. Gods. Adjustable. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust.
So,
Use
one more
dust,
thing I'm going to do on the
Elmo,
screen.
Irisa, Gomer, Hi, Inil, Na, Osir, Select, Roland, Uriah, Zar, Pella, Barley, Bless Barley. Build a shrine for a permanent build. Button.
We're going to build a shrine for
Pella.
a permanent blessing, so let's do it.
Build. Button. You catch 4 young huntsmen of the old eagles poaching on your land. When caught, they say they wandered here in pursuit of game on their own, and were not told to come here by their elders. Let them go. Button. Frighten them, then let them go. Hold them for ransom. Button. Let them go, then demand compensation. Advice. Button. Toggles advisors.
Okay, so this is a good chance to show off the advisors. Be forewarned, not every sometimes the advisors will offer advice out of their own agenda that will benefit their own agenda more than the clans. So just be forewarned when you
Advice.
choose this.
The people let them go. The people want us to show proper sternness. Let them go, then demand compensation. Button.
And normally,
Hold them for ransom. Button. Frighten them, then let them go. Button. Recommended.
so you see that said recommended. Frighten them and let them go. Let's do that.
When they had gone, people said the boys did not seem to be as frightened as they ought to have been. Aminai said she had been distracted by other concerns. Done. But advice. Changes. Mood down.
Okay, so that brought our mood down a little bit.
Done. Button. Done.
Ooh, another event.
Halakar. Button. I am happy to say that we now can expect to produce as much food over the coming year as we will eat. There could always be some disaster, but I think our food supply is more certain now. Close. Button. Halakar. Button.
Thank you,
I
Halakar.
am close. Button. Close. Filter. Gods.
I told you that was the last thing I was going to
Swipe
do
up
on
or
that
down with
screen,
one
on the
menu
screen,
button.
and that's
Menu,
because we
dimmed,
are going to
clan,
go
button.
into the map.
Houses up relations. Magic. Button. War. Button. Map. Button.
We're not going to mess with the war screen yet.
Explore. Button.
So this is where we can explore parts of the
Explore.
map.
Blue arrow. Button. Spot to north. Spot to east. DAR Shyamalan's. Spot to north. Button.
We can
Activate to choose
explore
as a mission's destination.
explored spots or unexplored spots. Now this spot to the north, right here.
Spot to north. Spot. Unexplored spot. Unexplored.
We're going to go there
Selected.
first.
Explore.
With our mission objective set to be explore.
Search for spirits. Ernest. Button. Choose leader. Button. Swords. 2. Adjustable. 3. 4. 5.
I'm gonna up that to 5, maybe.
Maximum 10. Bows 9. Adjustable. Maximum 30.
Okay. So I normally leave it when I do exploring missions. I do this as well on my my Night Shield clan. I do swords 5 and bows 9 normally.
Send. Button.
We're gonna send them out on a mission.
Send. Explore. Button. Ongoing mission. Ernest is exploring.
And if you go into the map, you'll
Button.
see, and if you go to the left, you will see that he is exploring. You will see the ongoing mission, if there is one.
Menu. Help. But 8% of the map has been explored.
And right now, 8% of the map has been explored, so
Menu. Button. Menu.
I
Dimmed.
think
Clan.
now would be a good
Swords,
time as
5.
any.
Like 1. So per season. Show magic. Selected. Show Earth season. Controls. Saga. But lore. But food low. Wealth. Button. Map. Button. Insufficient warriors.
Good thing I don't have any intention on raiding.
War. Magic. Button. Relations. Button. Houses unfinished. Clan. How relations.
Let's go into the
button.
relations screen, and I
Vertical
think this will be
scroll
the
bar,
last
5
thing we do this episode unless an event happens.
Like 1. So herds. Help. Menu. But advice. Button. Emissary. Zarhawk. Near. Yellow. White. Sun. Aro. Oldie. Lower. Kuran. Honey. Man. High Stat. Griffin. Flint. Dar. Flint Heart. Nearby. Selected. Flint Heart.
The
nearby.
Flintheart
Riders.
clan. We're going to the Flintheart clan, and we're going to send an emissary out there.
Lower. Oldie. Aro. Sun. White. Yellow. Zar. Known for emissary. Advice. Emissary. Button. Emissary. Send to. Heading. Ariashtev. Wheels. Burn Peak, Dar Shama, selected, Flint, Grip, High, Honey, Kuran, Lower, Old Eagle, Arotage, Sunbow, White Fox, Yellow Hill, Zarhawk, Bring, Goods, 0, Adjust Maximum, 100, Good, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
We'll bring 25 goods.
Herds, 0, Maximum, 100, Herd, 5, 10, 15, 20.
And 20 herds.
Horses, 0, Adjust Maximum, 25. Horse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And 5 horses.
Maximum AI button. Choose leader button. Swords 2. Adjustable.
Now be
Swipe up or
forewarned,
down with
when
one
you are
finger.
sending emissaries, you want to leave a small, you want to have a small group of warriors accompanying them. Don't bring a big group, that can be a big mistake.
Maximum.
It's not
5.
recommended in the tutorial.
Bows 5. Adjustable. Maximum. Send button.
So let's send them out.
A delegation from the White Fox clan arrives at your clan order to request your ritual support. They respect your magical knowledge. They intend to perform the Anila Forge Finder ritual and hope that you will send worshippers to take part. If you agree, and their ritual successfully overcomes the hazards of the God's War, your foraging will benefit. An outstanding grievance on their part has strained relations between your clans. Send worshippers button.
You know what? So we can improve relations with them. Let's go ahead and do it.
Who do you send to take part in the rite? Filter, magic, adjust, Naniska. Bargaining, fair, diplomacy, fair, food, good, leadership, good, lore, good, magic, very good, worships, Irissa. Yorissa. Bargaining, fair, combat, good, diplomacy, good, food, excellent, leadership, good, magic, very good, worships, Uriarda. Call Jerka. Bargaining, excellent, combat, good, diplomacy, good, leadership, good, lore, good, magic, very good, worships, Ikarna. Yo, Naniska, filter, Naniska.
We'll send her because
filter.
she's
Who
the
do you
first
send
one.
to choose button. Who do you send to take part in the rite? How many warriors do you send as an escort? Swords 0 at maximum 3. Sword 1, 2, 3. Bows 0 maximum 20. Bow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Proceed button. Advice proceed. Who do you send to take part in? How many worshippers do you send? 1 adjustable. 2 maximum 24. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Max proceed button. They gained the favor of Anila. We shared a fraction of the bounty, aiding our foraging.
Oh, what do you know? It worked out.
Done button. Advice changes. Hate -1.
And we have a clan that doesn't hate us anymore.
No description available. Change advice done button. Done dimmed. Ongoing